Modern games think you're an idiot. They paint ladders yellow and have companions spoil every puzzle before you even look at the screen.
Right there. Oh, water's overflowing where you froze that trough. That's helpful.
Maybe you can use those wheels somehow.
I feel it breathe. We might be able to get out of here.
Crimson Desert is the first game in years that actually treats you like an adult, and that's exactly why some people hate it. I grew up with older brothers who were over 10 years older than me. So by the time I was like 10, they were in their 20s. So I could never choose what I would like to play. And I didn't even know what was there to choose. Because at that time I had no internet. So I ended up playing horror games for most of my childhood. And if any of you played OG horror games, you can already tell what I am about to say. This game didn't care if you're 10 or 30. You got into the game and you had to figure everything out by yourself. There are no glowing items to tell you that they were there. And Crimson Desert is the same. We are so used to seeing all the important or valuable items having some sort of glow or an indicator that they are there that I absolutely forgot to even check my surroundings. I told myself if there's nothing with a glow, then it's not worth anything, and it was a huge mistake, because you can find some hidden items just by exploring every corner by yourself. I even got a great spear that was simply stuck in the wall among the other spears. I would never found it if I wasn't searching through the environment myself. In other games the spear would just glow and I would simply pick it up and move on. I was rewarded for deeply exploring the world. It felt amazing. In 2026 we have yellow paint everywhere. On chests, on stuff you can grab, even on ladders. 90% of puzzles, if there are any, are instantly solved by either your player character telling you what to do, or by companion that is traveling you with in the mission. Basically, no matter what you're doing in the game, the developers are terrified of letting you be confused or lost. Crimson Desert is beyond that. It throws all those dogshit mechanics out of the window and gives you all the freedom that you would want from an open world action adventure game. Go wherever you want and do whatever you want. If this isn't true freedom in a game, then what is? Modern gamers are so bad at games that they can't even get past a control scheme that requires more than 3 buttons to press. Most of these people can't even get through the first mile puzzle in the game. Maybe if it looked like this, they would. People complain about controls being bad. No, they are just deep. It's not a one-button combat system. You actually have to learn the combos, use different attacks for different situations. It's satisfying once you learn it. Some shit could be done better. Myself, I hate aiming with action force, especially in combat. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. Are puzzles hard? Yes, they are. Are they frustrating at times? Sure they are. But what's beautiful about these puzzles is that once you figure them out, it feels fantastic to solve them. There was that one puzzle in OG Silent Hill, the piano puzzle, when you had to play a certain tune in certain order to proceed. We were stuck there for months because I was like 10 and none of us knew English and there was no way to check the internet for a guide. But guess what? At some point we did it, and over 20 years later I still remember that. Now tell me, which puzzle from Horizon Forbidden West do you remember to this day? Or any yellow paint games? Absolutely none, right?
Great.
In Crimson Desert you stumble upon puzzles all over the world. Some are more obvious than others, but all of them do one thing. They respect you as a player. Perhaps know that you're capable of figuring out yourself, and with time and trial and error, you eventually do. And it's a lot more satisfying than simply being told what to do. The absurd amount of hand-holding in games rotted player brains to the point that they refuse to even try to overcome the obstacle. They refuse to learn a control scheme. They refuse to learn the mechanics, to truly live in the world they have absolute freedom in. For the most modern TikTok attention span players that refuse to learn anything, this game may be the biggest garbage that they have ever put their hands on. But for me, this is already a Game of the Year candidate, and easily among the best games that I have ever played. But tell me, brother, is the industry turning us into morons that can't overcome obstacles? Or have we become too lazy to think for ourselves? Do you prefer yellow paint or complete freedom? That's it for this video. See ya next time. Bye bye.